interviewing.
Hi, my name is Samaila.
Okay then, so when it comes to dating, what matters most to you, looks or personality?
I'm definitely going to go with, well, I've changed over the years, but I'm definitely going to go with personality.
And why is that?
Because I'm a Christian woman, and it's very important for any man that I'm dating to be a God-fearing, like a real Christian man, not a fake one, a real one. So that's why I've gone for personality, although looks are important.
Let the church say amen.
Amen.
Okay. So, how long would you expect a guy, this is a bit cheeky, to last in the boudoir, the bedroom?
I definitely think that, and of course, as I said, I'm a Christian woman, so I am talking in the context of marriage, okay? Just want to make that clear. So I think it depends on the person, it depends on, I don't know, what you've been doing that day, whether you're tired, all of this stuff. So maybe about, I don't know, 20 minutes?
20 minutes, okay. In the whole element of marriage, how many times would you expect your significant other to have intimate times with you? Coitus, shall I say?
Okay, so when we talk about intimate time, are we just talking about sex, physical, or touch, or?
I think they can all apply in this segment. Yeah, they can all apply.
Okay, let me just talk physically.
Yeah.
Again, it depends on the couple, but I would be open to once a day.
Yeah.
Maybe twice a day.
Yeah. Okay. So, going off of your previous answers, so you do see yourself getting married?
Definitely, 100%.
Do you see yourself having kids as well?
Definitely, again, 100%. I see that as God's plan and will for my life, so yeah.
Okay. Would you ever consider adoption?
I would consider it after I've had my own children.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, I respect that. So now let's go into describing your ideal mate, your ideal partner. Okay. What are the characteristics you look for in a man?
Okay, so I'm gonna say, like I said before, it's really important for him to have faith in Jesus. So he should be a God-fearing man. As well as that being said, because you can be a God-fearing man, but you may not display these qualities that I'm like looking for.
Yes.
So I want you to be really funny.
Okay.
Kind, humble,
yeah,
good with children.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, that's really important to me. And I want you to be like ambitious, motivated. What else? Yeah, those are it. And I want you to like have a personality where you're able to chat to my friends, chat to my family, just be like a sociable person.
Yeah. So if you don't mind me asking you, are you currently dating?
No, not at the moment, no.
You're not. Okay. So, especially in this day and age that we're living in, there's a whole culture of feminism, hyper-feminism, that's become the new trend. Have you dated before?
Dated
like prior?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay, just from your past experiences, have you ever had to split a bill on a date, or have you ever offered to pay for a date?
I've done both. So I've offered to pay and I've split the bill before.
Oh, I see. So when you split the bill, was that consented on both sides, or was you forced to do it?
I've never been forced to go halves on the bill.
Okay.
It was consensual.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, to all my Christian brothers out there, what do they have to do to get you to pay the bill? Make them feel special and treat them a little bit. So what do they need to do as a potential mate for you to pamper them and pay for a date?
Do you know what? It wasn't even like to pamper them. It was like from speaking to the person and trying to. Well, obviously they didn't tell me the exact social earnings or whatever, but I was just trying to take into consideration.
Yeah.
Do I earn more money than this person?
Yeah.
I'm just being considerate.
Yeah.
Can they really afford this place that I may have asked to have gone to? So all of that kind of thing I took into consideration. So yeah, it wasn't about them being so wonderful and so lovely that I felt that I had to pay for the date.
Okay, that's actually really thoughtful. And so, if you was to meet your ideal partner, but he already has children, would you still continue dating him?
To be honest, I don't think that would be my ideal partner.
Okay, that's
somebody with children.
No.
I'm not totally closed off, because again, I don't want to say never say never. I don't really like that saying, but I don't feel like that's God's will for my life. If it was, I feel like I would know by now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, not at all. But
of course.
Yeah.
No, that's your truth. That's absolutely fine. So, does it matter who's earning more? So if, for example, you meet a man, but he's perfect in every other way, well, perfection doesn't exist, but he's good in every other way, but he's earning less than you.
Yeah.
Would that affect your chances of you settling down with him?
Definitely not.
Okay.
Because that's the him today. I don't know what the him tomorrow or next year is going to look like, so definitely wouldn't affect me dating him.
You're a good woman. Okay.
I am indeed a good woman. I can't lie.
How are you single?
Good question. God, how am I single?
So, have you ever been in an abusive relationship?
No,
you haven't.
Not physically, mentally, or emotionally, or anything like that.
We thank God for that.
We do, yeah. Absolutely.
So, you as a woman, if you don't mind me calling you Sam.
Not at all.
What do you bring to the table?
Okay, so I keep referring back to this, but that's like the core foundation of my life, and it's my faith. I think that's a massive thing to bring to the table, because when you do, I don't even know the right words to use. When you follow God properly, how He wants you to, I think that it's a massive thing to bring to the table, because it displays humility, kindness, generosity towards other. Obviously, I'm not saying that every Christian is perfect. That's far from the truth at all. And I'm not even saying that every person that calls themselves a Christian is good. I can't even lie and say 100%. That. But that's what I bring to the table. I am ambitious. I call myself a wife already.
Oh,
I am a mother already. My children just haven't been born yet.
Oh, amen.
So I think that these are like wonderful attributes. You don't always have to look for like material things like, what car does this person drive? Because as I said, people's circumstances can change just like that.
100%.
But yeah, I am good with money as well. Just thought I'd add that in.
Oh, that's good. So in the spirit of obviously religion, and I know obviously being a Christian woman, dating is different to you, but what are your non-negotiables? What are your red flags?
Okay, that's really good. Okay, so I won't date somebody that is willing to, because I'm abstinent. Is that the word that I'm looking for? Celibate until married, whatever.
Yeah, abstinent.
So
I don't really believe in celibacy, but
maybe they're two different things. I don't know, but what I'm saying is I'm saving myself until I get married.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I can't claim to be a virgin. I'm not.
Yeah.
But I'm saving myself until I get married. So I've learned from the whole dating experience that I'm not going to date somebody that is willing to be abstinent just because I am. They already have to come to the table with that.
I see.
Because it's already a hard thing to do. So to do it for somebody else, it's kind of like impossible. Because I know I couldn't do it for somebody else.
Yeah.
Another non-negotiable is the religion thing. So you must be God-fearing, and our beliefs must align. That's really important to me.
Yeah.
Like, for example, you can be Christian and say, I don't think that I need to go to church.
Okay, Yeah, 100%. That makes a lot of sense.
I hope so.
It
I hope
does.
I'm making sense.
It does. I mean, who knows? Your future husband could be watching this and be thinking, I need to reach out to her.
Hi.
You don't know. You don't know. So, I mean, God works in mysterious ways.
He really does. Yeah, so yeah.
So moving on to the next question. If you had a second chance with your ex, would you do it again?
I couldn't. What's bigger than 100%? 1,000,000% not.
Okay.
None of them.
Could you give us some more details on why not?
Because with all of my exes, none of them were following the path that I'm going down now.
Okay.
And even if they were to change, I just don't think character-wise, I'm a different person now to I was then. So it definitely wouldn't have worked. It didn't even work like then. So I wouldn't expect it to now.
It makes sense. Just leave it in the past.
Bye. Yeah.
Okay. So, would you? Okay, this one's a bit of a tricky one because it's still based off of their values. You mentioned values aligning, and obviously a Christian man. But would you date someone who is born again, but has sort of a shady past.
Oh, yeah.
But is born again.
Listen, I can't say my past is not that shady either. So
Yeah.
I'm a born again.
Yeah.
Even though like I come from a Christian home, and I would say that I've been Christian, like followed no other religion for like the whole of my life.
Yeah.
I was only born again, I think it was, I can't remember, like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. I think people's past belongs like in the past, that's where it should stay.
Yes.
Unless that past is somehow affecting the future, then that's a different story.
Okay.
But if your past is something, you know, that you've learned from, you've moved on from, and you're learning from your mistakes, then yeah, of course.
100%. It's all about growth, isn't it? Personal
Absolutely.
development. So, what is the worst date you have ever been on? Could you just like give us a scenario? How did it go?
I'm just trying to think of the worst date I have ever been on. To be fair, in terms of dates, I've been quite blessed. Like none of them have been like horrendous. Yeah. So maybe the one at Nando's, even though I love Nando's so much. Yeah. Maybe it was that one because he didn't have that much money, so he was quite like persistent, as in I should make sure that I eat all of the meal that he's paid for, which I was planning to do anyway. So that's why I'm gonna say it wasn't like a bad date, but I think that would be like the worst one in comparison to a lot of horror stories in terms of dates.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
so you have been blessed actually.
Yeah, I've not really had.
What's that all about? Like, you must finish all the food that I'm paying for. Calm down.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. Like, calm down. But as I said, like, I was so willing to eat everything and more, so that was fine.
Yeah.
I mean, so.
He got his money's worth.
He got his money's worth, yeah.
And also, have you ever been on a date with someone that you didn't fancy? That there was no connection there, but...
Yeah.
And how did that go?
Not well, because he didn't win me over with his personality either. I wasn't physically attracted to him, which could have changed had his personality been up to par, in my opinion. Yeah. But as it wasn't, no.
Okay. So, have you ever been on a blind date, by the way?
Have I been on? I've done speed dating, but not blind dating.
Blind date. Okay. Would you ever go on a blind date?
Do you know what? Yeah. If I knew about his credentials beforehand,
yeah.
Because if you think about it, they're all blind dates. You never really know what you're going to get. So it's just the thing of not knowing what he looks like. Yes. So if someone was like, oh, he's a good person, blah, 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 they kind of gave me an outline of what he looked like, then yeah, I'd be willing to go on a blind date.
Okay. So, just to end our interview today, what is your ideal man? I'm your matchmaker. What is your ideal man?
Okay, so as I've said a million times before, he must have a really close relationship with God, because he's going to be the spiritual covering for our home. I want his relationship to be with God, to be like stronger than my relationship, because he's the one who's going to be leading.
That's good.
I want him to be like kind, funny, generous, not just like in like material things, but in with like his time. I want him to be a really good communicator as well, because communication is key to me. Like, oh, did I say funny?
Yeah, you mentioned funny.
I like to like. Oh my gosh, I forgot to say Nigerian. Yeah, how could I forget? Yeah,
he has to be Nigerian.
Well, I think that's what God has for me.
Okay, girl.
Yeah, I think so.
Is that like your previous boyfriends? They were all Nigerian.
Do you know what? A lot of them weren't, but I've just over the last like 3 or 4 years. Maybe it's because I spent I've been to Nigeria a couple of times. I spent a lot of time, with Nigerian people. I like the culture. I like the food. Yeah. So and I just have it in my heart. I don't know why, but my husband's going to be Nigerian.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna cut this one out because I'm gonna edit it anyway. But we might just have someone in mind for you.
Oh my gosh! Okay. So keep that in.
So. How much does he have to be making? Because I know you want your man to be obviously the leader and obviously to be spiritually stronger than yourself. Yeah. So I'm guessing, so if he's going to be the one to cover the household, he needs to be making a certain amount of money, doesn't he?
Not necessarily, because I believe it's about how you manage the money. Okay, So, for example, I could be making more. Yeah. I'm not saying that that's going to be the case, but I could be making more, whereas he's the one that can make it stretch more. Okay, I see. So and someone who's good with money. Yeah, somebody that's good with money. And of course, there's room for things like him getting a promotion. Of course. And as I said, like, I never take how somebody is like in this current situation to how they're gonna be in the future.
Yes.
And I'm not saying that everybody should date people based on their potential, because that potential may never, you know, come.
Yes.
But you need to like use the spirit of discernment and just know, like, look at this person's actions and see, are they really going to be this person that, you know, you think they're going to be, or that they say they're going to be? All of that kind of thing you need to take into consideration. Okay. I hope again I'm making sense.
No, you are making a lot of sense. So where can we find you on social media platforms? Do you have any accounts? Our viewers can follow if they choose to. Okay,
so what is my Instagram? That's the one that I use mainly. So it's Mocha, MOCHA _ I forget how to spell choca. I think it's CHOCA _ and Sam, SAM.
Don't worry, it'll be in the description. I just want you to say it on screen. All right then. Thank you so much for today. Thank you for your time.
Oh, thanks for having me.
And we'll see you again. Bye.